Alrighty, everyone, welcome back. Happy Tuesday. Sorry I didn't stream yesterday. I was getting some frame drops. I still might today, but I'm going to try to push through, so hopefully it's not too bad. Today we're doing a steel type tier list for classic Pokerogue. Steel is obviously a very good typing. We will see if we have as many S ranks as we did for Ghost, because I think Ghost had like 9 or 10 S ranks, like S tier Pokemon, when we did last week's tier list. We'll see what this is like. We're not going to need F tier. Don't think we're going to need D, but we'll keep it there just in case. Let's start with... I'm going to try to go in order today. We'll see. Let's start with this little guy. Alolan Sandshrew. He costs 2. This evolution can be a good or a bad thing. Sometimes you get this really early, and it's a great power boost. Ice Steel typing isn't great. 4 times weakness to fighting and to fire really kind of sucks. If we're being honest, it really kind of sucks. Good HP, really good defense, usable... Or sorry, good attack, usable HP, really good defense, special attack you don't care about. Special defense is usable, but a little below average, same with speed. Snow Cloak, Slush Rush, and Ice Scales. The big thing for this is it doesn't have its own ability that sets up the snow. Snow Cloak and Slush Rush can both be great. Ice Scales is also really good. It's just like having a permanent light screen up, which is really nice, especially because like your special defense isn't nearly as good. So this thing can be like reasonably bulky, but again, with its typing, it makes it a little tougher. Egg Spiky Shield, Liquidation, Shift Gear, and Glacial Lance. Spiky Shield's kind of a meh for me. I don't love it in Pokerogue. Liquidation is a really good move. Shift Gear is one of the 2 best physical setup moves in the entire game, either this or Victory Dance. Glacial Lance is a very hard-hitting spread move. You get stab on this thing, and it's an ice type, which helps against the hardest fights in the game. This is really nice to have. Icicle Spear can be something, but again, it's not like you have Skill Link or Technician or anything to really take advantage of it. You don't care about Blizzard or really Swift or Powder Snow. Like a lot of these you don't care about. Iron Head is good coverage. If you don't have Glacial Lance, you have Icicle Crash, which is good stab. And you get Sword Dance through level up. All of those are good. Sword Dance and Icicle Crash through level up really make this thing quite a bit. Same with Iron Head. That's fine to use. At 2 points, this thing is pretty decent. Its typing and like lowish speed stat kind of holds it back. Speed stat is definitely helped by Shift Gear. And if you get 1 or 2 of those up, you have a high enough attack stat and good enough like offensive typing that you should be able to sweep through a lot. But you kind of need those. I'm putting this thing in like B tier. I'm guessing it's going to be towards the higher end of B tier, but its typing and average speed stat really are what hold it back, unfortunately. Then we have Alolan Diglett. This guy's also 2. Really low HP, good attack, low average defense, or like not great defense, below average special defense, good speed, and that's kind of the big thing. So you do want this thing to put out offensive pressure. 110 speed helps. Ground Steel is a fine typing. It's not bad. Ground and Steel are both really good offensively, and then provide their own immunities, but also Steel provides a ton of resistances. Sandveil, Tangling Hand, Sail Force, and Sturdy. Sturdy helps you be like an offensive mod. You can get a setup move up and then hopefully take advantage of your speed stat to really do a lot of damage. Tangling Hair, I don't care about. Hopefully you're outspeeding things anyway, and you kind of don't want this thing to take a hit if you can help it. Sandveil and Sand Force, just like the snow on Alolan Sandshrew, doesn't have a way to set it up itself when it enters the battlefield. Is what it is. Thousand Waves, good spread move. It's a good spread move and a good stab move. You get special attack. Sword Dance, Triple Dive. This would be so much better if it was Triple Axle. Triple Axle is super effective against all of the hardest fights in the game. Triple Dive, on the other hand, is resisted by them, which kind of sucks. Fireball, interesting. It helps out a little bit with coverage, I guess. And hits pretty hard. It's fine. Again, hits hard. I don't know what it really hits that you want it to. I guess maybe grass. But, like, it's not like you're weak to grass or bug anyway. Steel hits the ice types, yeah. Again, it's a hard-hitting move, though. Sand Tomb has some niche use against Eternatus. Just, is this thing going to stick around long enough to take advantage of that? Probably not. Fissure, if you're feeling cheesy. Earthquake is really good. It's Earthquake, so is Iron Head. And then Sucker Punch can be really helpful whenever you need that priority. You can sucker trap people or Pokemon, and that becomes very powerful. Night Slash, just kind of some coverage. Again, you have 100 base attack. You can take advantage of that a little bit. Maybe coverage for a couple things, but in general, you're mostly going to be worried about Earthquake and Iron Head, and then hopefully you also have Sword Stance. Sword Stance plus the Sturdy passive will put this thing into like a pretty respectable amount of offensive damage. I'm going to put it just below this. And it's probably going to be significantly lower. But the ice typing on Alolan Sandshrew, even though it's got worse defensive typing overall, the ice typing in Pokerogue, I think, really takes it kind of above. Then we got Galarian Meowth. This thing is 3. Usable HP, good attack, good defense. Don't care about the special attack. Below average special defense, 50 speed. Those are kind of be what brings it down. Pure Steel type is pretty good, though. You don't have that many weaknesses, and you get a ton of resistances, which is going to be a very common theme throughout all of this. Battle Armor is not something you'll really notice, and probably won't pop up that much. So while it might be impactful, it's not going to be one you notice, per se. Tough Claws, just damage boost. Even more stab on your Steel type moves, and Unburden. This helps. It only can trigger once, and you have to find a way to trigger it, which usually is going to be by eating a berry somehow. It's not great, but it is a big speed boost, which helps this guy out. Liquidation, Horn Leech, Bullet Punch, and Behemoth Bash. I've talked about this before. I don't love having 2 of the same type moves on a Pokemon as its egg moves, especially when that Pokemon is already that type and probably has level up moves in here, similar to it, like Metal Claw and Iron Head. However, priority is a difference, and Behemoth Bash is harder hitting than anything else it has. What's going on? Liquidation is just a solid move and can lower defense. Horn Leech gives you some healing, especially against ground types that are going to threaten this guy. This thing's fine at 3. Get Fake Out. You get Sword Stance, and that's kind of your only way to set up. Yo, Moondrop, good to see you again. How you doing? What are you guys up to today? Yeah, you don't get Dragon. So yeah, you need TM for Sword Stance to really put out a decent amount of damage. You don't have any setup in here. Again, Steely Spirit or Iron Fist will both help with the damage. But it's nothing crazy. Not getting Mega Glade? It happens. I'm doing well, Moondrop. I can't wait to finish this stream, although we're only 15 minutes in, because ABSA came out for Rivals of Aether 2 today, and I want to play her. So I kind of want to get through this so I can go play ABSA. I'm putting this thing here. Oops. Here. It's a little more expensive, but I think it's a little better overall than Diglett. Just because I think it put out a little more damage, but the ice typing on Sandshrew kind of carries it towards the top. But I'm not crazy about that thing. Alright, let's head back to Gen 1. This guy costs 4. Because there's plenty. Yeah, no. Steel's are really cool typing. Magnemite or Magnezone. Below average HP, but it's not awful. Attack you don't really care about. Good defense, great special attack, good special defense. Below average speed, which sucks. However, Electric Steel is a really cool typing. You get Levitate as your passive, which eliminates Electric's only weakness. And then eliminates one of Steel's few weaknesses. Sturdy lets you do cool things, but Analytic is also an option if you're going really slow. I don't love this because I think you usually want to outspeed things. So I generally don't love Analytic unless it's just like a blatantly slow Pokemon like Torkoal or something. But this thing does have really good defenses just through its typing. Levitate just makes it insane, and Sturdy also helps make sure you get at least one move off. Parabolic Charge, you can use it to take advantage of Sturdy. It is a spread move, also hits your ally, which can have some fun interactions. Flamethrower, Ice Beam are both really, really nice. Thunderclap, I'm not as crazy about, but it can still be good. All these egg moves are really nice, just in general. Discharge is also good. No setup move, though. That's kind of the thing here. Flash Cannon as well is also really important to note. Is it? That's kind of funny. But yeah, Flash Cannon and Discharge through level up. Even if you just find this thing randomly, it's going to be a pretty solid part of your team. No. Again, I haven't really seen the anime. You don't get Ice Beam through level up, which kind of sucks. Okay, no problem. You don't get Nasty Plot either. So, unfortunately, not having a way to set this guy up sucks. You'd like a Calm Mind or Nasty Plot. You can still hope for, like, Quiver Dance or Tail Glow from the Bug Trainer. Or if you get really, really lucky, you can, like, tutor something onto this with DNA Splicers, but in a Classic run. Not going to be great. Or not going to be consistent. I still think it's really good, though. It goes into A tier. But yeah, still definitely A tier. Definitely usable, even if you just find it, and they're pretty common. So it shouldn't be that tough to find in, like, Construction Site or Power Plant. I think even shows up in Factory. Now we have Pineco. We talked about this guy for the Bug-type tier list. Cost 2. Usable HP. Surprisingly, like, decent attack. Really good physical defense. Special attack is below average. Special defense is below average. Low speed. Sturdy. Great. Overcoat. I don't really care about this as much. Iron Barbs is nice if you're getting hit. If you're not, though, it's useless. These abilities and passives aren't insane. But they make sense for this guy. Kind of like Sturdy for Etris. Metal Burst, not going to be used as much in Classic. Really good in Endless, though. Shore Up, if you want to try to abuse Sturdy or just stick around. Does get Body Press, which is huge. And Diamond Storm, which is a good spread move that can also really boost your defense, power up more Body Presses. Heavy Slam is nice. Toxic Spikes, it also gets normal spikes at some point. Yeah. Gets Iron Defense through level up. Thought that said Pyro Ball for a second. Welcome back, Moondrop. And then, you don't get Stealth Rock. Or, no, sorry. Yes, you do. I'm like, yeah, I thought you did. This thing could be a hazard setter. It's not really putting out offensive pressure, especially once Body Press starts falling off. And Body Press falls off against some of the hardest fights in the game. You can use this thing as a lead, get some, like, hazards down, and then just see how much damage it can do before it gets KO'd. It's not great at all. I think it probably goes here. I think it's usable. It's just not a solo carry. And, like, Bug, Steel typing isn't great because you're 4 times weakness. It's not bad by any stretch of the imagination. I guess you're just super weak to fire, and Sturdy helps this thing. But yeah, if you come across this thing, you're scared because of explosion. But if you're using it, not so much. This guy, cost 3. Talking about Steelix in particular here. Usable HP. Slightly above average attack, amazing physical defense, low special attack you don't care about, and below average special defense, super slow speed. Rockhead, Sturdy, Sheer Force. All of these are great. It's kind of like let you do what you want, and you get a third stab. You can go recoil spam, let him stick around, or just put out more damage in general. Shore Up is great, lets you take advantage of Sturdy more, and just gives you more sustain on an already very physically bulky mon with good typing. Thousand Waves, Coil lets you set up and boost your defense. Diamond Storm, great as well, takes advantage of Rocky Payload. One thing to note about this guy, he has a Mega. Even better attack, even better defense, really good, or not really good, but good special defense now. Gets Sand Force and Sand Spit, so it can set itself up. Gets Body Press through TM. I unironically think this thing's A tier. Yeah, that defense is very, very bulky. Yep. And with Shore Up, it can be really tough to remove. Yeah, if you get the Mega, this thing's not going anywhere. Yep. Even the Mega with that much special defense is going to be tough to remove. And then you also have Sand Force as well, so it just becomes an all-around... It's going to be slow, but still all-around very, very good. Probably. We'll get to Mega Aggron, though. But right now... Oops. Give this guy. Or you could just wait, hon. We'll get there. We're not talking about Scyther. This guy costs 5. But in return, you get this guy. Usable HP, really, really good attack. Good defense, low special attack, usable special defense, lowish speed. Technician and Tough Claws is a very dangerous combination. And then you get Mighty Cleave, which isn't really here for Caesar. Gear Grind, which is, and hits like a truck. Storm Throw, which also can be because of Technician. Bitter Blade, probably here for the other one, but this at least lets you heal as well. You get Bullet Punch just by being you. And then you also get Iron Head, X Scissor, Sword Stance. These three here, in 8 levels, this is already a good moveset. And you'll probably already have Bullet Punch. That alone is very, very good combined with just Technician, but also Tough Claws to do even more. And 130. Aqua Cutter. Aqua Cutter's a Water Blade move. Yep, I got you. This thing also has a Mega Form. More attack, more defense, more special defense. I think that's even higher speed, yeah. Technician, Tough Claws, which you were running anyway. This thing just hits harder and is tougher to remove. I mean, you get 20 attack, what's that, 40 defense, bunch of extra special defense, and you get faster. Yeah. This thing's also A tier. I think I'm going to put it here because it's better without its Mega than Steelix. I actually think it's going to be here. It's really, really good. It just costs 5. But if you get a Sword Stance up, this thing's going to be... Yeah, it's... Yeah. Yeah, I think A tier for Caesar is good. Skarmory. This guy costs 4. Below average HP, but not awful. Usable attack, really, really good defense, which is going to be a theme. Special attack you don't care about. Usable, but slightly below average special defense and speed. Yeah, there's a reason my team name was the Steel City Skarmories when I did my draft league. It's also why we have the Skarmory emote on Twitch. Keen-Eye, don't care all that much about. Sturdy. Weak Armor can be niche, but nah. Lightning Rod is really good on it, though. Yeah, I know it doesn't, which is why I put it in chat. Yeah, Sturdy and Lightning Rod. Both are really, really good. Whenever I use this guy in the normal games, I just used him kind of as a hazard setter. Roost. Body Press, really good on this guy. Spiky Shield, I've mentioned before, I'm not as crazy about in Pokerogue. Excuse me. Beak Blast is pretty interesting as well. It's a hard-hitting move. With Sturdy, you're going to get it off, and if you get hit by a contact move, it burns them, lowering their physical attack as well, making you even more physically bulky. This thing gets kind of standard stuff. Drill Peck is good if you don't have Beak Blast. Steel Wing is good as well. But you get Spikes and Iron Defense. Brave Bird if you want it. This thing does get... Where is it? Sword Stance, which I don't care about, but it gets Stealth Rock through here as well. It also gets Toxic. Toxic really isn't great in Pokerogue, but in the normal games, it's what I used it as. But Stealth Rocks I felt like was important enough to mention. This thing can be good at 4. Can definitely stick around for a while. All right. Well, I mean, the Pokerogue isn't saved to your laptop. It is saved to a server. So you can just log in on our computer. Sorry, my mind wandered off. Skarmory is really good at 4. I don't think it quite has the offensive pressure I want. But its defense and body press and just ability to stick around, I think, puts it in high B tier. I could see low A, but there's going to be a lot of really good steel types. Every now and then I'll have it, but I drink diet sodas, so I'll usually have, like, Diet Cherry Coke or Cherry Coke Zero. Oops, wrong one. So, anyway, I think high B tier for Skarmory is probably about where it goes. Now we can go into this guy. Mawile. Only costs 2. Which I think is ridiculous. The stats aren't good. Which kind of makes sense. Low HP. Usable to good attack. Good, like, usable to good defense. Low special attack, low special defense, and low speed. That makes sense. Zero is pretty solid. Hyper Cutter can be helpful. It's just a little too inconsistent. Intimidate and Sheer Force are both really good, though. Adaptability as well. Egg moves. Bullet Punch hits very hard. Horn Leech lets you heal a bunch. Earthquake is a great move. Magical Torque is amazing. Steel Fairy, also an incredible typing. They get stuff in here. It does get Baton Pass. Sucker Punch is cool. And Iron Head just for the stab and play rough. It's got solid stab. Priority there. But you kind of want... Doesn't get Sword Stance. Yeah, I think you need... Oops. You get Sword Stance in here. It has a Mega, though, and once you get the Mega, this thing becomes an issue. Its attack goes way up. Defense and special defense go way up. Gets a little bit of speed, I think. And then its abilities become huge power on 105 base and intimidate. This thing becomes an issue. What alert is that? Oh, missile alert, man. Sorry. Be safe, man, alright? Just be safe. This thing's A tier. I think it goes here. I think at 2 points, this thing is incredible. Yeah, I think this thing is really, really good, especially for 2 points. Fairy Steel typing's really good. It's not going to be insane until you get the Mega, but it's definitely still usable. Also, why do I feel like I'm getting sick? Hopefully I'm not. We'll see. Move on to Aggron. This thing costs 3. Oops. There we go. Slightly below average HP, good attack, absolutely incredible defense, low special attack, below average special defense, and below average speed. The defense is the calling card, and the good attack definitely helps. You are 4 times weak to fighting, which is noticeable. But you have Sturdy or Rockhead. You're also 4 times weak to ground, but then you get Earth Eater, which is absolutely incredible on this thing. Absolutely incredible. All of these are usable. You can even use Heavy Metal for things like Gyro Ball. Head Smash, Body Press, Shore Up, and Salt Cure. All of these are good in their own way. If you're not running Rockhead, I probably wouldn't run Rock Smash or Head Smash. But Body Press, Shore Up, and Salt Cure are all really, really, really good, especially when combined with, 180. Yeah. I don't even think it necessarily needs Terra Ghost. You could probably give it Terra Poison. You'd only be weak to Psychic. And you'd resist the fighting type. Yeah. Yep. Level moves are pretty standard. Rock Slide's good. Iron Head is very good. Steel types are lucky enough to usually get Iron Head or Flash Cannon, both of which are really good moves. Iron Defense if you're doing body press stuff, then you also have Heavy Slammer if you want it. This thing also gets a Mega, though. More attack, way more defense, even more special defense. Filter and Rocky Payload, and Pure Steel. You lose to Rock typing. Yeah. This thing, you lose the Rock typing, but then you get it back with this. You just don't have Earth Eater anymore, which kind of sucks. Filter is still a really good move, though. Or a really good ability. This thing is tough to remove, can put out some damage, has a great Mega, and its abilities are kind of busted. I'm putting it here. Here. Salt Cure probably puts it slightly higher than Mawile, but Mawile is also really, really good. I just don't think it's S tier. I think it's a little too slow to do S tier, which makes it weak to things like paralysis, flinching, and stuff like that. Metagross. This guy costs 4. Not sure how this thing costs less than Scyther. Steel Psychic typing, really cool. Usable HP, really good attack, really good defense. Really good special attack, good special defense, average speed. This thing's just got good stats across the board. Clear Body and Light Metal are kind of meh. Lowering stats is nice. You're not going to have your speed lowered, or if you're physical attacking Metagross, you're not going to be intimidated. Levitate, there goes one of your weaknesses. Now you're weak to Fire Dark. Might be missing one, but not many. Headlong Rush, super strong move, especially against Eternatus. Drain Punch, gonna be helpful, and it heals you. Ice Spinner, amazing for some of the harder fights in the game. Shift Gear, best physical setup move in the game, either this or Victory Dance. Shift Gear puts this thing into absolutely even more busted. All of a sudden you have something with 197 attack and 140 speed that has good coverage. Bullet Punch for priority as well. Meteor Mash is really good. This thing's just solid in general. And then it's got its Mega. Just a little more attack, a little more defense. 15 more special attack, I want to say. Maybe 10. A lot more speed, which is the big deal. And more special defense. Tough Claws, Full Metal Body. Yeah, fast Steel type is terrifying. It's like a fast offensive rock type. Tough Claws is really good as well. You lose your ground immunity, but kind of fine. This thing still hits really hard. Tough Claws works with like Drain Punch, Ice Spinner as well, I believe, and Headlong Rush. Yeah. This thing's scary. At 4, it evolves late, but I think it's our first S tier. You can do a couple different things with this. It becomes scary. Levitate's really good. It puts out offensive pressure. Shift Gear is busted. It's really good. This guy costs 6. Oops. Really, like, fantastic defense and special defense, usable HP, slightly below average attack stats, not great speed. Clear Body and Light Metal. Again, we just went over it. Steely Spirit, your steel moves hit harder. No, it doesn't. Powers up ally steel type moves. Wait, does this? Okay, so it does boost itself. That would have really sucked if it didn't. Body Press makes sense. Sizzly Slide to help lock down physical attackers. Also, just like a way to do damage over time. Recover is really nice on something this bulky. Gigaton Hammer is gonna hit like a truck. This is a pretty scary set in itself right here. But if you want to go through, Bulldoze, good spread move, Iron Head, or Flash Cannon, whichever one you prefer. Curse can be good as well. Iron Defense for body press if you want it. Heavy Slam, because it's heavy. There you go. Yeah, it's the Galarian Meowth ability. Yeah. Going over the egg moves. This thing's fine at 6. I don't think it quite does enough for me. But it's still solid to have on your team. Could still be tough to remove if you have an egg move or two. I think I'd probably put it like in here, maybe a little bit lower. Again, costing 6 without outputting a ton of offensive pressure is a little rough. And there's better defensive steel types. But its egg moves are really good. I'm going to put it there. Jirachi! This thing costs 7. 100 across the board. Very good everything. Gives you flexibility. Still psychic. Cool typing. Serene Grace and Comatose. Comatose is a really cool ability. Makes you immune to status type moves. And opens up some other options. Serene Grace is really cool. Basically, flinching or secondary effects. Tachyon Cutter. Really good steel type move. Triple Arrows. Higher chance of crit or lower defense stat and flinch because of Serene Grace. Rock Slide, same thing, chance to flinch. Shell Smash if you just want this thing to be even scarier. Level moves aren't incredible. Zen Headbutt is stab, chance to flinch. Psychic, stab, chance to lower special attack. Remember, all of these have a higher chance because of Serene Grace. Meteor Mash, stab, chance to boost your attack. Yeah. Doom Desire is Steel type Future Sight. Gets pretty decent coverage and stuff in TMs as well. You can basically turn this into whatever you want it to do. Its egg moves let you do kind of either, because Tachyon Cutter's special, these two are physical, and this boosts speed and both your offensive stats. This thing really kind of relies on getting Serene Grace. If you don't get Serene Grace flinches and stuff, you're going to struggle a little bit, because while all these are very good, it doesn't do anything amazingly, and can get shut down. But with Shell Smash, with chance to flinch, this thing could definitely carry for a while. Psychic type is really good against Eternatus. At 6, 7, I struggle a little bit to put it in A tier. I definitely see where you could, or in S tier. I definitely see where you could. I think there for now, because as far as I know, yeah, there's nothing else. Yeah, you definitely could put it in low S. I wouldn't be upset. But if you're not getting the flinches and you don't find multi-lenses, it's only very good. And another thing, real quick. Tachyon Cutter is its only stab move in here. So for a while, its only stab moves would be Tachyon Cutter and Confusion. Swift at level 7, which is fine, but not insane. And then like Zed Headbutt's not super accurate, and then you have to wait till level 42. So if you don't have egg moves, you can struggle a little bit with like decent damage dealing moves for a little while. Creates a weird lull in the early and mid game where you don't quite have the damage to one-shot things that you'd kind of hope from Legendary. If you don't have egg moves. Tachyon Cutter kind of fixes that. Empoleon. Think cost 3. Interesting. Alright, good to know. I mean, Steel typing is really outstanding. Usable HP, like, usable slightly above average HP, defense, and attack. Really good special attack, really good special defense, lower speed. Water Steel is a pretty cool typing, can be tough to deal with. Like, it resists a ton with that combination. Torrent, not great. Competitive can be, though. It's inconsistent, but great when it triggers. Drizzle sets up its own damage and gets rid of weather, which in a lot of situations is outstanding. King Shield, fine. Same thing as Spiky Shield. It's not incredible, but it has some niche. Tachyon Cutter and Freeze Dry are both outstanding. I think Freeze Dry is the best special type ice type move in the game. Yes, I think it's better than Ice Beam. Steam Eruption, also really good. These are 3 solid, hard-hitting special type moves. Aqua Jet is usable, but again, you're probably going to be going special attack. Water Gun, whatever. Swords Dance, Y. Bubble Beam. Brine is good if you don't have Steam Eruption. Still 65 base power, but it gets doubled if they're below half health. Drill Peck is physical and not even stab. You get Hydro Pump or Wave Crash. Something I also like about this guy. You get Stealth Rock on him. I kind of like using this guy as like a front of my party type of guy, because you can put Stealth Rocks up. Not a lot. It's going to threaten it early on. And then you're going to have hard moves to hit whatever switches in. Especially because they're going to be weakened. It's just something I like doing with them. Scald is also very, very good. This is an absolutely outstanding water type move. With chance of a secondary effect. Yeah. Flash Cannon as well. Super strong. This thing's good. I don't think it's S tier. I think it is solidly A tier though. I think I put it there. Because everyone's going to have access to it. It doesn't need a Mega to be good. The egg moves that make it really, really good are common. It's got good things in TMs, decent level up moves. Yeah, I think A tier is pretty good for that guy. Pretty easy to use as well. Good typing. Yeah, we'll put it there. Alright, we went over this next guy. The rock type. We'll do it again. This guy costs 3. Low average HP. Not good attack, really fantastic defense. Not great special attack, really good special defense, low speed. Sturdy, soundproof. Earth Eater's outstanding, though. On a rock steel type, we talked about it on Aggron. This is really good. Sturdy also helps. Probably not taking soundproof. Yeah. Egg moves, short, body press, king shield, diamond storm. We've kind of seen this before. They're fine. Just puts you in a body press, and body press does fall off later because it's resisted by both Rayquaza and Eternatus. For a while, though, it can carry you. You're still slow, though, so you can be flinched or hit with a paralysis move or sleep. Stuff like that. Iron defense boost body pressed. Iron head is good. Heavy slam. This thing doesn't put out any offensive damage. That, like, outside of body press, it just doesn't do enough. It's 3. Yeah, he doesn't hit hard enough. I think I'd rather have Forretress, because at least Forretress can put down, like, hazards. Do you have to get Stealth Rocks, right? Yeah, you at least get Stealth Rocks through TM. I mean, I could see it. It's just Earth Eater is really good, and it does get body press. If you have those two things, it can carry you for a while. And then at least be tough to remove while it gets Stealth Rocks down. Maybe we readjust later on. You know what? As a steel type, it's not great. Yeah, we'll put it in C. Sorry, I think I'm getting sick. That sucks. Let's, however, move on to this guy. This guy costs 3. Steel Psychic type. Not great HP. Actually, like, pretty good attack. Like, pretty good attack. Really good defense and special defense. Usable special attack, low speed. It is, but again, this isn't VGC. I'm a little surprised this thing's attack is higher than its special attack, but alright. Levitate and Heat Proof are always kind of tough to, whenever you're facing, to see between. Mirror Armor, kind of cool, just very niche and probably not that useful in Pokerogue. But Levitate is really good, completely negates one of your weaknesses. Heat Proof changes it from a weakness to you're just hit normal type. You're just hit normally by it. Recover, Tack and Cutter, Glare is really good, as is Lumina Crash. Like, this already is a great set. It becomes a utility set. Lowering special attack, harshly lowering special attack, paralysis. Put a multi-lens on this guy with Lumina Crash. He's actually going to just tear through Eternatus. This thing with Lumina Crash is really, really good against Eternatus, especially if you have Heat Proof. Can you also Glare? It's really good. Without it, you have Confuse Ray, which is kind of what it is. Extrasensory is like a decent Psychic type move. And then you have other stuff, which isn't great. Kind of want Egg moves, but it can work even without it. Get Body Press if you want to use it. Calm Mind set itself up. You have some options in TMs as well. It is a Dire Ball Pokemon, for sure. You just don't have to run it like it. You also have Heavy Slam. Dire Ball, yeah. I think because of its egg moves, it goes in A tier, especially only at 3 points. I think at 3, it's going to be here. It's mostly up here because it's really good abilities and its matchup against Eternatus. I think Steelix, especially Mega Steelix, is going to be better overall over the course of a run. But whenever Bronzong shines and like does its job, it's going to do it really, really, really well. I think it goes there. We want normal Lucario. So put it there. Alright, next up we got Lucario. Donde está? Here we go. This thing costs 3. Below average HP, good attack, like really good attack, really good attack. Slightly below average defense and special defense, good speed. Having a fast steel type, like even like 90 is fast enough, is a little spooky, especially because this thing can be a mixed attacker. Like you can go either way with it. Steadfast is fine, but you have to flinch, and if you're flinching by something, you're probably dead in Pokerogue or close to it. Inner focus isn't great. Justified would be better in doubles. It's inconsistent in this. Mind's Eye is also good, but you have steel typing to hit ghost types anyway. I'm not in love with any of these abilities. Thunderous Kick is stab, lowers defense. Tachyon Cutter, really good special. Triple Axle, best move in Classic. Sunsteel Strike, also really good. So you have special or physical for steel type moves. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm getting sick, unfortunately, so hopefully I make it through this stream. Triple Axle, arguably the best move in Classic Pokerogue. Sunsteel Strike, also very, very strong. In here, Aura Sphere is nice. Calm Mind to set up stuff like that. Force Palm is also good. Oops. Yeah, Stab, Aura Sphere. Yeah, no, it's really nice to have like a fighting and steel type you can go special with. That's pretty rare. You get Calm Mind or Swords Dance, so even if you just find this guy, you can set either one up, Meteor Mash as well. Dragon Pulse is actually surprisingly good. It helps in a lot of situations. Extreme Speed, Close Combat. And then it has a Mega. Way more attack, way more special attack, and even more speed. You have the 2 setup moves. Adaptability hits harder. Mind's Eye, I still don't care about. Now, I want to put it there. Sorry, I want to put it here. Especially at 3 points. I think this is where we put it. I think this is where we put him in the fighting type tier list. It's just, you look at this. Not the Mega. Those defensive stats just aren't quite good enough to make me comfortable putting him into S. And 90 speed is good, but you're not outspeeding everything. Also, I'm grabbing a drink real quick. Yeah, that's why I put him in A for fighting types as well. It's just those defensive stats aren't just quite good enough, and he doesn't quite have the speed where I'd be comfortable making up for it. He has so many good things going for him, but I think those are enough. He'll probably be at the top or near the the best or like close to the best of A tier though. There we go. All right, let's go into this guy, and then after this, I'm going to take a quick break. This guy costs 2. We've seen this before. Below average HP, low attack, low special attack, really fantastic defense, special defense, low speed. Seen it before. Levitate, really cool. Sturdy. We've kind of seen this before as well. Shore Up, Body Press, Calm Mind, Tachyon Cutter, that's new. At least it can set itself up with Sturdy. Shore up to take advantage of sturdy and has body press for early damage. Tri attack is kind of cool. Iron defense for body press. Rock slide. Power gem is really really strong. Special attacking rock moves are not common. Discharge is also cool. Earth power, strong ground type move. Like, this has got stuff at least. It just, you want to set up and you have 70. Oh, that's 75, not 55. Still not good, but it's better. Makes scaling with Calm Mind a little bit easier. Calm Mind plus Tachyon Cutter and those special moves make this thing better than, like, say, Bastiodon. Or even, like, Forretress. I think it goes here. It only costs 2. It has actually surprisingly decent coverage, ways to set itself up, body press for early game, and some healing. Sturdy and Levitate are both really good. I think it goes there. It doesn't have the offense for me to be happier about it. But again, with its coverage and everything, it goes there. Yeah. And a big mustache, exactly. You know, we'll do Dialga, and then, stop it. Dialga and Heatran. Dialga is 8. Really good typing. I love this typing. Good HP, great attack, great defense, like, fantastic special attack, good special defense, good speed. This thing's scary. Abilities, Pressure, Telepathy, Berserk. Normally, I'm not a huge fan of Berserk because it's just inconsistent to trigger. And that's still true on Dialga. But when you have this much bulk, it's more unlikely you're going to get one-shot by something. So it's more likely Berserk will trigger, especially multiple times. Core Enforcer is fantastic. It's a spread move that hits hard, has stab on it, really good. Take Heart is Calm Mind. Recover, Make It Rain, also really good. Careful about this thing with multi-lens. If you Make It Rain with a multi-lens, you lose a special attack for each time it hits. But it can be helpful to get money early on, and it's going to hit hard. Unfortunately, it doesn't have, like, Beast Boost. Kind of like Pheromosa does with Make It Rain. But this thing can still be good. Like, that move can still be good on this. Even without any of those, Dragon Breath at 8. Flash Cannon. Aura Sphere. Power Gem. Earth Power. And then Roar of Time. No setup in here, though? Yeah, you don't have any setup. You do get Ancient Power as well, if you want to risk an Omni Boost. Do you get Nasty Plot? No Nasty Plot, so you do kind of want either Calm Mind or Take Heart, or find the Bug Trainer. Even without it, though, 150 attack is pretty freaking good. Origin Form. What did they give him? $20 defense? Is that what they gave him? Yeah, 20 They took 20 attack away and gave him defense. Abilities stay the same, which I think is better. I do think this is better because you're probably not using your attack stat anyway. So 20 extra special defense is really nice. I think this thing's S tier. I think it's better than Metagross. Normally, whenever I see Dragon types, it's kind of volatile because the biggest fights in the game are usually Dragon types. So it's kind of, as I said, volatile. Kind of whoever swings first. However, this thing's also a Steel type. He shuts down Eternatus' Steel Beam. Or, sorry, Sludge Bomb. Only gets hit neutrally by Flamethrower. You have really good special defense. Gets hit neutrally by Eternabeam. And then you get probably 2 turns slamming against Eternatus. Rayquaza, you're probably going to match up pretty well against as well. Unless Eternatus has, like, Earthquake. Something like that. But you're probably resisting most of what Eternatus has, or Rayquaza has. It costs 8, but I think even without the egg moves, it's good. With the egg moves, it's even better, just because of how good Core Enforcer is. Make It Rain isn't incredible, but you get good coverage throughout here and everything else. Again, like Flash Cannon, Aura Sphere, Power Gem, Earth Power, already a very solid moveset. Just for damaging move. If you can find a way to set him up, even better. Yep. Heatran. I actually used this guy to get my first Classic win. However, he's been changed since then, which sucks, because he used to get Torch Song. I abused Torch Song. He costs 7. Excuse me. Fire Steel is really cool. Typing. Good HP. Good attack. Really good defense. Very, very good special attack. Very good special defense. Lower speed, and that kind of hurts. Man, excuse me. Abilities. Flash Fire. Okay. Earth Eater. Why'd they give this thing Flash Fire and Earth Eater? You better have a water or fighting type. Flash Fire and Earth Eater make this thing absolutely insane. All of a sudden you have 3 immunities. Like, 3 immunities. Insane. Energy Ball, good coverage. It used to get Machigacha, so they changed that too. Recover. Eruption is very strong, just only 5 power points, but still very strong if it goes first, especially in the sun. Tachyon Cutter's amazing on this thing. Hits multiple times. Stab. Energy Ball hits the water types we were talking about. And Recover is also very good. As for level moves, Ancient Power, Iron Head. Again, these are all physical moves. Lava Plume isn't, but you do get Earth Powder, Power, Heat Wave, and Magma Storm eventually. This thing is very strong. Its immunities and typing, I think, really help it out. They changed its egg moves, which, if they hadn't changed its egg moves, if it still had Machigacha, or even better, Torch Song, this thing would be definite S, maybe even higher than Dialga. You don't get Calm Mind. You don't get Nasty Plot. You don't have a way to set yourself up. I'm still going to put it here, but I could definitely see a case for here. But I think like right around there is kind of like the most likely places. I'm going to take a quick break. Thanks for hanging out so far today, guys. Just going to run a couple ads, stretch my legs, check on Frida Girl. It's still raining here and she doesn't like the rain. Be back in a few. Alright, thanks for sticking around, guys. Here we are. Alright. Excadrill. Might be even higher than that, but let's go over it. Only costs 4 points. Good HP, great attack, good speed. Everything else is kind of inconsequential. Ground Steel, really good typing for Pokerogue. Ability Sand Rush, Sand Force, or Mold Breaker, and it gets sturdy. If you could set the sand up for this thing, it gets even more insane. Even without it, it's still really, really good. Meteor Mash, Ice Spinner, Shift Gear, 1000 Arrows. Why? Best physical setup move in the game. Boost your own damage and stab even more. Hits the toughest fight super effectively. Spread move. With stab. And it hits flying Pokemon. It like almost doesn't matter what these are. You still have Rock Slide, Swords Dance through level up, and Drill Run or Earthquake. Yeah, no, it's the best ground type in the game. Like, I might even do that. Yep. And sturdy. It ignores sturdy. It's really good. We're just going to put it there. I could see the case for this, but I think Excadrill is definitely better than Metagross. Yeah, nope, it ignores sturdy. That's why people use Kyogre and Groudon sometimes in Endless. They both basically get Mold Breaker, and it gets around sturdy. So it makes it a little bit faster. You don't have to find a multi-lens or get around it. Yep. There. Ex-Cavalier! Let's go find the guy. Was it you? Yes. This guy costs 3. Below average HP, amazing attack, good defense, good special defense, super, super low speed. I thought no. Zygarde's signature move is 1000 Waves, not 1000 Arrows. I think 1000 Arrows... I forget. Oh, is it? Okay. Swarm, Shell Armor, Overcoat. None of these are insane. Quick Draw on something this slow, though, definitely is insane. Because, like, look at the attack stat on this guy. It's really good. You're actually fairly bulky. Because of those defense stats, your HP is not super low. It can be tough to remove. Leech Life to help you make more use out of those. Bitter Blade to heal as well. Double Iron Bash is incredible. One of, if not the best steel type moves in the game. Fell Stinger if you want to boost your damage. X-Scissor is really good. Swords Dance as well. Iron Head is also really good. Like, honestly, these 3 alone are really good. Metal Burst you don't care about. This thing only costs 3. Its big weakness is its speed, but again, it has Quick Draw. And, like, the rest of its stats are actually pretty good. I think this thing goes in A tier. I really think it's a good Pokemon. With Quick Draw. Without Quick Draw, probably not. Without Quick Draw, I think it falls down to probably, like, here. With Quick Draw, I'm putting it here. Just because it puts out a little more offensive pressure in general than Bronzong. Bronzong is still obviously a lot better against Eternatus, because its Cavalier will melt to 1 Flamethrower. Yeah. Ferroseed, actually a Pokemon I am grinding for right now because I need its last egg move. I don't know what it is. This thing costs 3. Slightly below average HP, good attack, outstanding defense, like really good special defense, low special attack, super low speed. Iron Barbs and Rough Skin, if you hit this thing with physical attack, you're going to be taking like 20% of your health. I think it's like 15 or something. But yeah, you're going to be taking actually a decent chunk of your health, but you have to hit it with a physical attack. Or else it is useless. Synthesis, Ceaseless Edge, Spiky Shield. Sappy Seed makes sense. I do like Ceaseless Edge. I like being able to put hazards out. Putting a multi-lens on this thing lets you get them out faster. Sappy Seed is really good against like Eternatus and as a grass type move, or else you're kind of relying on Power Whip. Spiky Shield I don't care about. Synthesis is fine. Just a little inconsistent because of how many rain biomes there are. It's the best in the sun, and I'm kind of scared to have this guy in the sun. These are fine egg moves. Again, Ceaseless Edge, Sappy Seed probably the best, since this is running it up. You do get Power Whip when you level up, which is cool. You get Metal Claw. You have Flash Cannon as an option as well. You're probably not doing that. Yeah, you're probably doing Iron Head instead. Maybe a little bit. He does get Body Press to go with Iron Defense and, like, that defense stat, which is kind of cool, but you need a TM for it, unfortunately. This thing costs 3. I think I'm going to put it, like, here. It just doesn't do... I'm going to put it here. It doesn't do enough damage at the end of the day. It just doesn't do enough damage. It doesn't even have sturdy. Yeah. Yeah. Again, I'm grinding for him. I've hatched 95 eggs for him, but... yeah. Alright, Clink. This thing costs 3. Low HP, good attack, really good defense, below average special attack, slightly above average special defense, good speed actually. Yeah, 90 speed's pretty good for a steel type. Plus, minus, clear body, probably the best one there. Steely Spirit, fine. Guy would be a lot better in doubles, but he's not. Like, there aren't any doubles. Triple Axle is amazing. High horsepower is really good. Recover and Aura Wheel. Aura Wheel is pretty cool. I think it is just stuck being an electric type, but still kind of neat. Triple Axle is huge though, because you do get, where is it? Shift Gear. Yep, you get Shift Gear and Gear Grind as level up moves. Electric Train isn't anything you really cared about. Pure Steel typing without a lot of coverage outside of its egg moves. If you do get Triple Axle and high horsepower, though, you're in a really good shape. Getting Shift Gear just on its own is really good. Abilities aren't great. They don't really help it. They don't hold it back too much, but they don't help it. But I think with Shift Gear and Triple Axle, like, and only 3 points, this thing I'd probably put at the top of A tier. It doesn't do anything super, super well, but Shift Gear and those egg moves are good enough that I think it can go there. I'd have to use it a little bit more, but just like looking at it, I can definitely see where it would be really good. So I'll put it there. Where is this Stunfisk? There it is. This Stunfisk costs 2. Is this the right Stunfisk? I think so. Yeah, the other one's ground electric. In a way it does, but it's not great, yeah. Yep, this guy costs 2. Like, great HP, usable attack, good defense, low special attack, usable special defense, super, super slow. Mimicry and Arena Trap. I kind of don't like this because I'd probably want ground steel typing. I don't want it to change to, like, grass. Arena Trap isn't a big deal. These are, like, as a whole, a net negative, in my opinion. Spiky Shield, we've talked about. 1,000 arrows. Strength Sap's pretty good on something this bulky. This isn't, like, extremely bulky, but definitely got some. Double Iron Bash is good. These three are good. But 81 attack isn't insane. Snap Trap, yeah, like these moves are not great. Sucker Punch, Snap Trap. These really aren't good. I'm not a fan of this guy. I think his abilities actually hold him back. I think he goes in C tier. I just don't, yeah. One of the best things about Steel type is their typing. And then you change that sometimes against your own will into something that's probably going to be worse. And you're going to lose your stab moves. No thanks. No thanks. You can go there. What's next? Yo, what's going on, gamer? How you doing? Welcome in. Ponyard. Where is he? Here we go. This guy costs 4. Boop. Good HP, amazing attack. It doesn't do enough. And its mimicry ability gets rid of one of Steel's best features, which is their defensive capability. It just doesn't quite do enough damage. Hey, Goober. Yeah. Especially in Pokerogue, his abilities kind of suck for classic mode. Doesn't do enough damage. Just kind of very blah overall. Yeah, King Gambit. Good attack, or good HP, great attack, great defense, low special attack, slightly above average special defense, lower speed hurts, for sure. That's kind of the big downside. Defiant is inconsistent but good. Supreme Overlord can be very good. Unfortunately, to take the most out of it, your team already has to be hurting. Pressure, I don't care about in Classic. Sword of Ruin, though, is really cool. This thing just gets to put out more damage. Yeah, I think this guy was my first pick in my draft league a couple years ago. I had the last pick in the first round and the first pick in the second round, so I took this guy in Torkoal. Yeah, it's a really good passive. Supreme Overlord is probably the best here, but it's not incredible because of how Pokerogue works. Way easier to set up in like a standard game or competitive. But you could go with Defiant instead. Sucker Punch, outstanding, gets around to low speed. Ceaseless Edge is also stab, and now you also set up hazards for your opponent. Bitter Blade heals you up, and you have the bulk to take advantage of that healing. Last Respects, if you really want to go into the all my team is dead syndrome, Last Respects plus Supreme Overlord could do dummy damage. Even with all of that, Kowtow Cleave is a very strong move. Very, very good move. Metal Claw is fine, you get stab on it. Night Slash, I'd rather just have Kowtow Cleave, if I'm being honest. But then you get Sword Stance through level up and Iron Head, both of which are great. Last One Standing, all my friends are dead. Yeah. Whatever you want to call it. Good level up moves. You don't even need the egg moves. They are very good though. And the abilities, you don't even care about the hidden. Passive just makes them better. Still definitely very, very usable. It's just he's a little slow. Because he's a little slow, I'm putting him just below Lucario. He's got more bulk than Lucario, but the speed difference, I think, is why he goes there. Still a very good Pokemon, though. Definitely usable. Just be careful about fighting types. Get like a Terra Ghost or Terra Flying on this thing, you're going to be pretty happy. Durant. There he is. This thing also costs 4. Durant? No. Durant's not going to be B. Low HP. Great attack. Great defense. Low special attack. Low special defense. Great speed, though. Swarm. Hustle and Compound Eyes is a very good combination. Yeah, Hustle and Compound Eyes is a very, very potent combination. Egg Moves, high horsepower is great in Pokerogue. Also, it's the fire types that threaten Durant. First Impression hits like a truck. Swords Dance and First Impression kind of fight against each other a little bit. The turn it comes out, you're probably going to want to do one or the other. That's going to be the turn you want to use each of these. Behemoth Blade also hits very, very hard. Bug Bite, I love this move. I think it's funny, especially if you put a multi-lens on it. Did I say Blade? My bad. Behemoth Bash, okay. But you also get Swords Dance through this as well. Like, First Impression and Swords Dance are both really good. They do different things. I'd probably go Swords Dance, just personally. You can do both, I guess. You keep Swords Dance for trainer battles, First Impression for just wild Pokemon. Iron Head is good. You get Bug Bite and X-Scissor in here. Normal Bite too if you want it. Really, Hustle plus Compound Eyes is very, very dangerous. This thing hits very hard. I'd say this thing's A. The 109 speed definitely helps it out quite a bit. I'd say it's actually like right in here. You could maybe redo the order of these. Which move? No. We're not looking for Kevin Durant. There we go. Doesn't look like it. Yeah. I still think A tier, though. It can set itself up, threaten damage as soon as it comes out, or threaten a lot of damage with Hustle plus Compound Eyes. Pretty decent coverage, solid moves in general. Just stay away from fire. Fire is indeed hot. Chameleon! We went over this guy a little bit in the fighting type. We'll do it again. He costs 6. Good HP, good attack, really good defense, good special attack, slightly below average special defense, good speed. Like, good speed on a fighting steel type is really nice to have. It's one reason Lucario is as high as he is. Justified, we talked about it before. It's inconsistent. Helpful if you have it. Intrepid Sword. Just, you get a free +1, so that takes your 90 special attack to, or 90 attack to 135. Behemoth Blade, Mighty Cleave, Ceaseless Edge, we talked about. Victory Dance, one of the 2 best physical setup moves in the game. This or Shift Gear. These are all really good, though. Mighty Cleave, fine. Hits fire types that threaten you. rather have Stone Axe, but that's just me. Stab, Hazard Setter, covers for Psychic types a little bit, I guess. Kind of the thing for this, if you don't have egg moves, you have Quick Attack and Metal Claws, your only moves until 21. And then, until then, it's like, you still have to wait a little bit. I guess Retaliate can fill in. Without egg moves, you don't get any great moves till you get to like 49, it looks like. And these are really good, like Sacred Sword, Sword Stance, and Iron Head in a 14 level period. That's a pretty good set alone right there. Especially because, again, you have 108 speed. This thing is 6. Fighting Steel is better than Bug Steel, I think. You don't have any 4 times weaknesses. It's A tier. I'm just debating where in A. I think it's anywhere along here. I think it's definitely better than Aeron. And then it's like, is it better than... Probably better than Empoleon. I say it's a little more consistent than Durant. It's easier to use. And it's just stronger without some of the extra setup. I could definitely see it higher. I think most of these in here are interchangeable. I think you could put these 5 in any order you wanted. And that would be fine. Genesect. Fine. Glad I finally got the tier 3 for this guy. Real quick. Let me check something. Nope, I still need one more nature on Genesect. Okay. Oh, I found this thing in the wild. I wasn't even farming for it. I just found it during the shiny event in Endless. This guy costs 6. Low HP, good attack, good defense, great special attack, good special defense, great speed. Download is good, little inconsistent to boost the one you want, but it can still be good. Protean is kind of what saves this thing. Oh, congrats, Han. Egg moves. Extreme Speed, Shift Gear, Behemoth Bash, Tachyon Cutter. Try and make this guy a physical attacker. But then they give it Tachyon Cutter, which is a good move, but like, why give it 3 physical common egg moves and then make its rare egg move special? I guess it's something. Protean really helps out this guy. It screws with the AI a lot. Different stuff you can do. You have some options in here. Flame Charge, Fell Stinger, X-Scissor. And then the egg moves. Also have some options in through TM to also help you with Protean. You could definitely do it. Plus you have options whenever you find the plates. Yeah, you could definitely do it. At only 6, I think this thing's very strong. I think it goes here. Just make sure you have setup moves for him. If you have Shift Gear, you do. I could see this, but I don't think it's better than Dialga. Yeah, I could see this, but... I think it still boosts his move, even if you Protean. I still think it boosts the power of the move. You don't need them. But it's like a 10 or a 20% boost. Yeah. And that, yeah. Yep. All right, let's get back to... We're going to have this discussion again. Han Edge at 4. Yes, discs are in the game, Goober. All right. Low HP, great defense, and special defense. Low speed. But that gets inversed. Great attack, great special attack. Low defense is still low speed. So, alright, I will admit, Han, after thinking about it anymore, like a little bit more after last week, it was a mistake to put this guy in A tier. I will 100% agree to that. Gets Tachyon Cutter, Shadow Bone, Bitter Blade, and Behemoth Blade. These are all fine. None of these are like crazy for me. Again, it's getting like Iron Head, and I think it's Flash Cannon by level up as well. You get Shadow Sneak as well. Again, the thing is, this guy just struggles to hit the hardest fights in the game. Struggles to hit him super effectively, and you definitely need to have a couple setup moves up. Yeah. But this thing is very good. It can put out a lot of damage. You kind of have to know how to use it, when to switch back and forth. It doesn't get double damage in Pokerogue. So yes, this thing is very good. It is not A tier. We'll put it just like down there. I think that's a good spot for it. Hisuian. I'm just screwing with you, Han. This thing's still A tier. Not doing double damage definitely hurts it, though, especially with its low speed. I think it goes there. Yeah. It's not nearly as high up of A, since it doesn't do all that extra damage. But still good. This thing costs 4. We're talking about the Hisuian version. Usable HP, good attack, good defense, even better special attack, outstanding special defense. Steel Dragon is also a pretty good typing. And then speed, 60. Isn't great. Level 40 at night or dusk. So it just has to be certain. And then this is with certain weather. Abilities. Sap Sipper is really good. Gooey and Shell Armor aren't so much. Regenerator is really cool, though. Especially on something as bulky as this, because this is a very bulky Pokemon. Dragon Hammer, Recover, Calm Mind, Make It Rain. These are all pretty cool. I'm not crazy about Dragon Hammer when everything else is set up to be a special attacking one, but you do have 100 attack. I would have liked to see something that lets this thing pivot for a generator. But that's just me. You do get Dragon Breath. Shelter, I forgot was a move. Dragon Pulse is cool. These... It's not insane. It is very bulky, can set itself up, can pose an issue. I think it's actually A tier at only 4. Again, it's really bulky. It's got good typing. Does have offensive stats and a way to set itself up and heal. Make It Rain is also very good. I think I'd put it like in here. There's going to be a lot of A tiers. Steel is just a good typing. Klefki at 3. Low HP, usable attack, good defense, usable special attack, above average special defense, average speed. Prankster, but it also gets Magician and it gets Levitate. Steel Fairy's already a really good typing. Levitate definitely helps this thing out. Magician is also very, very good. Heal Bell. Okay. Encore, Instruct, Topsy-Turvy. This thing wants doubles in a game that's never going to get guaranteed doubles. Flash Cannon, play rough, foul. Like, foul play is kind of cool. This thing has pretty much useless egg moves for itself. Maybe Encore, but... yeah, this thing just is not good in classic Pokerogue. Topsy-Turvy is a cool ability, just not in Pokerogue. Or a cool move, just not in Pokerogue. I think even despite its typing and Levitate and Magician, maybe it's better than Stunfisk. But it just doesn't do anything beyond that. Again, it has excellent abilities, but that's about it. We'll put it there, but it's just not great. Togedemaru costs 3. Below average HP, good attack, below average defense, low special attack, slightly below average special defense, good speed though. It is a prankster Pokemon. Prankster Pokemons I don't think are that good in Pokerogue. Especially because it doesn't have Prankster Spore. Iron Barbs or Lightning Rod also gets 30. Rough Skin. You can make this thing into something that really tries to shut down physical attackers. Fake Out is cool. Metal Burst I don't care about in Classic. Meteor Mash is good, but it's a pretty common Steel type move, so I don't love that it's an egg move. Or a Wheel of Stab for it, which is neat. Nuzzle is outstanding, though. Nuzzle is a very, very, very good move. And it's got some other stuff in here. Zing Zap is pretty cool as well. Instead of this guy, potentially, this does offer more status conditions, though, because you do have Nuzzle and Zing Zap, so you can do Paraflinch stuff. You can also do Lightning Rod to protect your team if you happen to be in doubles. It also has Sturdy, and it has better, like, its attack is pretty good. I'd also rather have Electric offensively in general. I think I'd rather use this thing than Ferrothorn. In Pokerogue, at least. I think probably like here. I think Clink actually puts out more pressure. But I think this has enough. Paraflinch stuff, Fake Out, can stick around, be aggravating to remove. I think it's got enough. I'd rather use it. Oops. Then we go into this guy. This guy got 7. Until Melmetal. Alright, fair enough. My voice is starting to go, so I'm hoping I make it. I might just push through. This can be a bit of a pain to get and level and to evolve. However, fantastic HP, fantastic attack, really good defense, really good special attack, good special defense, really good speed. This thing is a beast. Another Psychic Steel. Full Metal Body, can't be lowered stats through Intimidate or Icy Wind. Stuff like that. Beast Boost is absolutely insane. Beast Boost is such a good one. Photon Geyser and Astral Barrage, not really here for Solgaleo, can still be helpful leveling up. Precipice Blades and Sacred Fire, however, are very, very good. Precipice Blades actually hits fire types that kind of threaten you as a steel type. Level move, Sunsteel Strike is really good. You get Metal Claw, Iron Head, Wake Up Slap is funny, probably not using that much. Zen Headbutt, Flash Cannon you're probably not going to care about, but it is usable with 113 special attack. You also get Flare Blitz. Crunch. Beast Boost makes this thing S tier. Like, it makes it really good. It's a little aggravating to evolve and get the one you want, which can hold it back a little bit, and you have to use Cosmome for a while. Cosmog into Cosmome. But I think once you get there, it's much better than these, and we're going to put it below these two just because of how aggravating it is to get it. Still really, really good, though. Celesteela costs 6. Steel Flying type is an absolutely cracked typing. Good HP, good attack, good defense, great special attack, good special defense, little low on speed. Still good just across the board. Beast Boost and Heat Proof. Taking one of its weaknesses and making it neutral, Beast Boost is busted. Gets Recover, Buzzy Buzz, Earth Power, and Oblivion Wing to heal itself more. And it's Stab, by the way. Earth Power to hit the flying type, or the electric types. Yep. Buzzy Buzz. Electric is one of the few things... Electric and fire, things that can threaten you. All of a sudden you have Heat Proof and Earth Power. He's pretty good. Also gets Healing Drain, or Mega Drain to heal itself. Giga Drain, Flash Cannon, Leech Seed for some reason, which can make it even better against Eternatus. Its level up moves aren't great, but once you get like Beast Boost, Heat Proof, and some of its egg moves, this thing becomes absolutely incredible. Yeah, it's like, why'd they give it to him? Also has Oblivion Wing. It goes here. It's really, 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 really good. Arguably here, depending on how much you think the pain to evolve Cosmog is. It's Oblivion Wing to heal itself. Amazing typing. Amazing abilities. It's so good. Kartana, the Glass Cannon. This thing is literally paper frail. And it costs 8. Low HP, stupid high attack, really good defense, low special attack, stupid low special defense, really good speed. Technician and Beast Boost with 181. Mighty Cleave, aka, you know, flying or fire types. Dual Chop, I guess, kind of makes sense. Bitter Blade to heal yourself, I guess. Behemoth Blade to hit even harder. This thing doesn't really need a setup move, it just needs coverage and needs to one-shot everything. You still get Sword Dance if you want it, Sacred Sword, Leaf Blade, Night Slash. Like, it gets good coverage already in its level up set. At 8, you kind of got to know what you're doing, and you better make sure you one-shot everything, and the game better start giving me the Tier 2 and Tier 3. This thing is S tier. But at 8 and with that typing, it's going down here. It's really good, but the typing makes it a little rough. That is Necrozma, I believe. Don't worry about it. Diancie! I don't like this thing. 7. Thing costs 7. Usable HP, good attack, great defense, really great special attack, great special defense, low or like below average speed. Abilities, Soul Heart, really good. Or sorry, this is Magearna, not Diancie. My bad. I don't mind this thing. Diancie is the one I'm not a fan of. Steely Spirit. Soul Heart is outstanding. It's basically Beast Boost. Steely Spirit. Steel moves hit even harder. Egg moves. Strength Sap on something this bulky. That's really good. Earth Power. Moonblast is insane. Make It Rain is great, especially because you have Soul Heart. You can get to a point where you Make It Rain, KO 2 things, and you end up at +1 special attack. Moonblast is also outstanding. Steel Fairy typing. Yeah. You don't get great moves until like Psybeam, Aurora Beam. Shift Gear, you're probably not using that much, but you do have options. Aura Sphere is really cool. Flash Cannon and a Stab does way more. And then you have Floor Cannon at the end. Hopefully you have Moonblast though. Even at 7, this thing is really outstanding. Again, it kind of gets Beast Boost. Steel Fairy is some of the best typing in the entire game. I think I'm putting it here. It's really good. And all of a sudden, we're at 9 S tier types. I could definitely see Heatran going down, though. Yeah. Just because it lost Torch Song and Machagacha. Still really good. But for its cost. Yeah. Magearna is really, really good. Stack Attacka, cost 6. Rock Steel type, but like low HP, fantastic attack, stupid, insanely high defense, low special attack, great special defense, non-existent speed. Beast Boost and Solid Rock. Solid Rock changes its 4 times weakness to just a weakness, which is kind of cool. Thing gets Beast Boost. It's just so freaking slow. Heavy Slammer is cool because you're going to be heavy. Shore Up is cool. Curse. I don't love this as an egg move. Oh, I love Heatran too. Salt Cure is really good for Eternatus. Everything else is kind of meh against in Classic. Gets Rock Slide. Iron Defense for not Body Press. It's Iron Head, Stealth Rock. Thing needs a TM for Body Press. This thing is so slow and needing a TM to take advantage of its best stat isn't great. I think it goes there. It's just too slow. And too much of a one-trick pony. And to get the payoff for that trick, you need a TM. "13 speed is just so incredibly low. And you don't have any immunity to ground-type moves. Melmetal. Now we can get to this guy. Cost 6. Doesn't evolve until 48. That does hurt a little bit. However, fantastic hit points, fantastic attack, fantastic defense, usable special attack, low special defense, super low speed. Iron Fist and Heat Proof are both amazing abilities though, especially Heat Proof on a pure steel type. Bullet Punch gets around the low speed. Drain Punch heals you on an already bulky mon. Bulk Up being your setup move isn't great, but it's fine. Plasma Fist is really cool though, it's good coverage. Water types resist your steel typing, so having Plasma Fist is really cool. Thunder Punch at level up, just by having it. Headbutt's pretty good too. Flash Cannon you're probably not using. Discharge you're probably not using. Double Iron Bash. Unfortunately, it means Double Iron Bash and like Thunder Punch are kind of like your 2 main attacking moves by level up, and that kind of feels bad. So you can use Superpower, it just lowers your attack and defense. And then you have Bullet Punch, Drain Punch, and Plasma Fist and Egg moves if you have them. Body press and all that. However, this thing has G-Max. More HP, more attack, more defense, even get some speed. I think. Yes. Abilities become Iron Fist and Full Metal Body. I'd probably rather have Heat Proof. Yeah. I'd probably rather have Heat Proof, but the additional stats are really, really nice on this guy. I'm putting him here. The reason for this is because he evolves late and he's slow. And if you don't have egg moves or have good luck with TMs, his coverage is pretty pitiful. I mean, maybe. I think you could switch them, but I think this thing having a G-Max... Oh, I don't think Lucario is above him. I think Lucario is too frail. I mean, I can definitely see the case for switching these three up. But this thing with Iron Fist just hits so hard once it evolves. Especially with Drain Punch. It just hits so incredibly hard. And then Bullet Punch as well. Bullet Punch with 158 attack and Iron Fist, or even just like 143 attack. Yo, Cooper. Welcome to Twitch, man. Yeah. That's why I'm putting it here. Alright. Gen 8. This guy, cost 3. Good HP, like great HP, good attack, great defense, low special attack, usable to above average special defense, below average speed. Pressure and a nerve is really cool. Mirror armor can be very helpful. Kind of be nice, like if you're going through Lake where there's quite a few intimidate Pokemon and stuff like that. Iron Barbs, sure, if they hit you. A nerve and mirror armor probably two you're going for. Flying Steel is really good typing. Roost is great. Body armor, great. Your base defense isn't insane at 105, but still usable. King Shield, Behemoth Bash. I don't love King Shield and Pokerogue. I've said it before, I'll keep saying it. Behemoth Bash is pretty cool. Body Press, definitely usable. Roost on a pretty bulky Mon with great typing is already really good. Steel Wing by Level Up. Iron Defense for Body Press. Power Trip can be useful as well if you have something that's eaten a lot of berries. Or if you've eaten a lot of berries, sorry. Power Trip can be great. I'd rather have Foul Play in general. Drill Peck, pretty strong. Brave Bird also hits pretty hard. This thing also has a G-Max form. Great HP, great attack, great defense. A little bit faster. Special defense goes up slightly. Mirror Armor at base and Iron Barbs is what it is. It's just not great in Pokerogue. In Pokerogue, I don't really value having Protect all that much. Especially in Classic. Endless, it's definitely got its uses, and I have it on quite a few of my Pokemon. Usually just normal Protect, though. Not King Shield or Spiky Shield or Baneful Bunker or Burning Bulwark or anything. This thing is really good. The fact that it has a G-Max that just makes it better at what it does is nice. It goes in A tier. I think I'm going to put it here. Yeah. Q-Font. I love this little guy. Yeah, I love this little guy. I wish Capraja wasn't as slow as it is. Cost 3, he's so adorable. Wish the shiny was better. I wish they had a better shiny in this. This looks very similar to me. Great HP, great attack, low defense, which for like below average defense for steel type is weird. Decent special attack, because why? Low special defense, super slow. Sheer force is cool, heavy metal. Earth Eater on a pure steel type is stupid. I love it. Egg moves, liquidation's really good. Helps cover for the fire weakness you'll have, and it's just good move in general. Combat twerk as well. Strong move, can put paralysis. You might still be slower than them, but hopefully not if you get the paralyzed. Gigaton Hammer is going to one-shot a lot. Maybe even if they resist it. Gigaton Hammer with this is just going to hit like a truck. Which is great. Heavy Slam, because you're heavy. Bulldoze, good spread move. Iron Defense and Iron Head. You get Body Press through TM, nowhere else. But again, your base defense actually isn't that high. High horsepower, play rough. Like these three right here are all really good coverage combined with stab and good to have in Pokerogue Classic runs. However, for the third Pokemon in the road, this thing gets a G-Max form. Oh, baby. Even more HP, even more attack, slightly more defensive stats. Speed goes down. You get Mold Breaker and Earth Eater. Mold Breaker on this thing, I don't care all that much about, if I'm being honest. You also get the ground typing, which is a mixed bag, but at least gives you stab on your ground type moves. You still have Earth Eater. Whenever I have to face Chairman Rose, I hate facing this thing. One of the reasons I use Iron Jugulus as my main carry now is because the dark type can at least hit it neutrally. But this thing can definitely be an issue. It's just still slow. Still really good. Its speed is an issue. And it's not that bulky. I think I'm putting it here. Again, if it had more bulk outside of just hit points, I'd probably put it higher, but below average defense and special defense and super low speed makes it not great. Like, yeah. Duraludon. Here we go. Out of curiosity, I think I have everything. I have everything for him except for the G-Max. Okay. I was just making sure. Thanks. He was one of the first epic shinies I got, actually. I used this guy in endless runs for a while because of Sturdy Metal Burst. Alright. We're going to talk about the G-Max first. And then we'll look at our Caludon. G-Max, good HP, great attack, great defense, insane special attack, low special defense, mediocre speed. Yeah, I will. If I have it. I might not have it. Because I don't know if I evolved it when it was the epic shiny to our Caludon. Lightning Rod is pretty cool. Unaware can be helpful if you don't one-shot stuff. If you do one-shot stuff, it doesn't do much. Still kind of cool. Again, super high special attack. Egg moves. Core Enforcer is really strong, especially on stuff with that high attack. Body Press, not a huge deal. Like, 120 defense is good. Recover is really good. Tachyon Cutter is really good. These are great egg moves. There's G-Max or Caludon. Or Duraludon. Oops. Oops. There you go. There's the epic shiny bridge. I don't think so, because then G-Max can't evolve. Yeah, no, this is a solid epic shiny. This guy gets Transistor as a passive. Kind of gives him third. Stamina is cool. Sturdy is nice. Stalwart as well. But normally it's going to be stamina or sturdy. Good HP, really good attack, outstanding defense, outstanding special attack. Pretty decent speed for a bridge. It is, but you want the rain up to really take advantage of it. Again, same thing kind of goes for this guy as it went for G-Max Duraludon. Electro Shot is busted. If you have the rain up, this guy becomes an absolute beast. Flash Cannon, really good. Yeah, and then you have this through egg moves. Yeah, and it relies on rain. 4-5 points. It's really good, but it's not S tier. Little too slow and a little too reliant on rain. I think it goes here. Because egg moves are really good. It can be pretty bulky. It's got good typing. And can be tough to remove. I think it's just another solid A tier at 5 points. Yeah. Oh, we're here now. Alrighty. Tinkaton, or Tinkatink right now, 4 points. Usable HP, slightly below average attack, defense, and special attack. Good special defense, pretty good speed. All things considered. Mold Breaker is cool, own tempo. Pickpocket is interesting. If they hit you with a contact move, it's good. Steel Worker makes your steel type moves hit even harder. Fairy steel typing is busted. Mold Breaker is good, but none of these are insane. Mold Breaker and Steel Worker are solid, but again, nothing insane. Magical Twerk. Great move, especially in Pokerogue. Pyro Ball, inconsistent. Yeah, Ivy Cudgel's pretty good. Hits the ground type moves that threaten you. Shift Gear, one of the best setup moves in the game. Again, this are Victory Dance for physical attackers. These are all fine. Magical Torque, Shift Gear, maybe Ivy Cudgel being the biggest ones. Gigaton Hammer hits like a truck even if you don't have like hot super high attack. Covet has some use early on for some mystery events. Just him... You mean Tinkaton smacking the Pyro Ball with the giant hammer? Kind of like you would see in like Mario Kart Baseball, or Mario Baseball, whatever it was called. Mario, yeah. Play Rough. Fake Out's also pretty cool. You can use it in some situations, especially in the Eternatus fight. You can come in and fake out, get a free attack off. Skitter Smack is interesting. It's usable, but not great. Knockoff is really good, though. This thing is fine. Its typing really helps. Its egg moves help a little bit because of Shift Gear. I think I'd put it like here or like high B tier. It just doesn't quite do enough offensively for me. But Shift Gear helps with that. So I think putting it like low A. The typing is what really puts it up. I might have to drop Magnemite a little. Nah, I think Magnemite's actually fine there, just because of how easy it is to use in common. Ah, Varoom. Yes, Varoom, motherfuckers. This guy costs 4. Steel Poison. This is our first Steel Poison type. Usable HP, great attack, good defense. Low special attack, below average special defense, good speed. Abilities, Overcoat and Levitate. Also get Filter. So, just so we're clear, Levitate gives it an immunity to ground. So it is weak to fire. And it resists that. It doesn't resist, it just makes it neutral. You don't have any weakness with Levitate and Filter. Oops. Sure. Combat Torque, great. U-Turn, pretty good. Blazing Torque, Noxious Torque. Look at the coverage. All the Torque moves are great. I don't know why they made Blazing Torque 80 and the other one's 100. They did Blazing Torque 30, but okay. Shift Gear at base. Headbutt, Iron Head is outstanding. Poison Jab, Spin Out, even Gunk Shot if you want it. Amazing coverage, amazing setup, amazing defensively. And it's what, 3 points? 4? Yeah. I think it's there. Kartana's just expensive and frail. Vroom's not. Vroom's half the cost and just really good. Alright, we got 3 left. Because my voice is starting to go. Earthworm! I love this guy. I use this guy. How is Iron Crown not on my list? Hold on. Do I just not see Iron Crown? We got 4 left. Earthworm. I used this guy in my draft league. He was pretty solid for me. He cost 4. Pure Steel type. Below average HP. Above average attack. Really good defense. Below average special attack and special defense. Like, really not great special defense. Okay, I'll use a placeholder for it. And then low speed. However, a pure steel type that gets Earth Eater and Regenerator. This is one of the 2 Pokemon that can use Shed Tail and Scarlet and Violet, the other one being Cyclizar. Egg moves. Sizzly Slide, Coil, Body Press, Shore Up. This is a dangerous combination. Lock down physical attackers with burns, Coil and Body Press, and then also Shore Up. These 2 synergize well. Healing yourself is always great. Bulldoze, Iron Head are nice. And then Iron Defense for Body Press, Earthquake, and then Shed Tail. This thing doesn't quite do enough for me in Pokerogue. I loved it in the standard game. Doesn't do enough for me in Pokerogue, but still has its place. I think he's a solid B tier. If he was 3, he'd be higher. At 4, there are definitely ways to use him with Coil and Body Press and stuff like that. Still pretty good. I love the guy. Yeah. Yeah. At 6, Iron Treads. Ground Steel. Good HP, great attack, really great defense. Below average special attack, below average special defense. Good speed on a Ground Steel type. Quirk Drive is kind of meh. Dauntless Shield, fine. Dauntless Sword is better. Or Intrepid Sword, sorry. Fusion Bolt, Shift Gear. Like, Fusion Bolt's really cool. Shift Gear is great. Shore Up, sure. Sunsteel Strike, good, just only 5 power points. That's the issue with this guy. His offensive egg moves, 5 power points, 5 power points. You don't have a ton early on either. You have Bulldoze and Horn Attack and Rapid Spin. You don't get great level up moves until like 28 at Iron Hand. But then you get Iron Head and Stomping Tantrum, both of which are great, and then you get some really good stuff in here as well. This thing is good. I'm not quite sure it's bulky enough to be S tier, if I'm being honest. But honestly, I'd probably put it there. The ground typing, I think, puts it at the top of A tier. It's still got a lot going for it. Shift Gear is outstanding. Ground type moves in general are good. I think it's really solid at 6 points. Does get body press. That's the only way to really take advantage of Dauntless Shield, though. Getting Dauntless Shield but not body press and Pokerogue kind of feels bad. Alright, Iron Crown. This guy costs 7. I'll use this for now. I think costs 7. Steel Psychic type again. Good HP, below average attack, good defense, great special attack, really good special defense, great speed for a Psychic Steel type. It's nice to see. Quirk Drive, Sharpness. Very interesting on a special attacker. However, Nasty Plot, Secret Sword, and Side Strike, all his level up, or all his Common Egg move is really nice. Again, set yourself up, take advantage of Sharpness with both of these because they are cutting physical or cutting special moves. Electro Drift isn't that, but still hits like a truck. This thing does, it gets Metal Claw to start, Confusion, not great, kind of the same thing as Iron Treads was, but I think Metal Claw and Confusion, at least you get Stab from them, and lots of power points, easy to use early on, you get Smart Strike pretty easily. Psyshock, Psycho Cut, but then you get Flash Cannon, Sacred Sword. The big payoff though is Tachyon Cutter. Tachyon Cutter is a cutting special type move. Is absolutely outstanding on Iron Crown, especially if you set up a Nasty Plot. You still have good speed. You also get Volt Switch if you need to get out. This thing's really good. The electric type or the psychic typing really, really helps. He does cost 7. Doesn't have a way to boost his own speed. I think he's S tier though. I really do. The psychic typing's really good. Set himself up. Good damage multipliers in there. Yeah. Do we just have Goldengo left? I think we just have Goldengo left. There we go. Alright, 4 points. We did Alolan Diglett. Alolan Diglett's here. Yeah. Alright, this guy cost 4. Yeah. This guy can be tough to evolve. You gotta find Golden Punches, Nuggets, Big Nuggets, Relic Golds. I do think Golden Pokeballs count. But this guy can take a while to evolve unless you get really lucky with early Nuggets. Above average HP, below average attack, good defense, really fantastic special attack, good special defense, above average speed. Good as gold is broken. It's not as broken as you're using it, but it's still broken. Honey Gather, alright, I mean, this thing's going to help you out as you're doing a run. Egg moves. Happy Hour. There might be a niche way to use this. You're probably not using it in Classic. Aura Sphere is really nice to have. Surf is kind of cool to have. Astro Barrage is going to hit like a truck, especially because it's Stab. It's also Spread. Big thing for Astro Barrage is it's pretty useless for like the first 20 floors usually. When you're in town and then plains. After that, it picks up a lot of value. All of these are, like, these 3 are pretty good. Happy Hour is niche. Maybe you can do something fun with it. But there you go. However, Substitute might have some use, but you have Shadow Ball, Recover, Power Gem, Make It Rain, and Nasty Plot all as level up. You don't need egg moves for this guy. From 42 to 63, if you take all 4 of those, you're probably going to be in a pretty good position. Even 35 if you don't want to take Power Gem or you don't want to take Recover. Take like Shadow Ball, Power Gem, Make It Rain, Nasty Plot, you're in a really, really good position. I don't think this thing is S tier. It's really good. I don't think it's quite fast enough or quite bulky enough to be S tier. I think it's solidly A. I think it's right in here with these 4. I think these 4 here, the Melmetal, Heatran, Goldengo, and Lucario, can all be interchanged with each other. I think any order you wanted to put them in would be fine. It's still really good. Gives you a little bit of utility. Can still be a threat if it gets set up. But the 84 speed holds it back a little bit. That's the tier list. Definitely room for debate. But I think this is pretty decent overall. Yeah, so what is next? I think next week is Fire. Yeah, Fire types. That should be fun. Yeah, we're starting to get into the starter typings. We are heating up. So we will see. I'll see everyone maybe Thursday. I think I'm hanging out with my friends Thursday night, but I'm not sure. Also, if I am getting sick, we'll see how I'm feeling. But hopefully everyone has a great night. Thanks for hanging out for these. I'm glad for all the support on these. I do need to upload them to, like, re-record them, but I'll do that when my voice is feeling better and I'm feeling better in general. Thanks for hanging out, guys. See everyone Thursday. Have a good one. Take care.